Hello, and how are you? I hope that you are having a fantastic day. Today, we're going to talk about cryptocurrency news. Bitcoin hodlers are insane. Woo! What a statement. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion. I'm not smarter than you. You are smarter than you realize. Do not trust what I say. Do your own research. It's really important when it comes to anybody on the internet. Well, all right, so anybody, period. Don't trust what they say. Check it out for yourself, because no matter who you talk to, no matter how much knowledge they have, they're going to be wrong some of the time. And when they're wrong, it could be vital that you have the correct information. And there's no way you'll find out the correct information unless you do your own research, unless you distrust it until you've validated it. And so that's something that I always recommend that you do in my videos. Don't trust what I say, do your own research. Hodlers are insane. 64% of Bitcoin supply has not moved since 2018. That's amazing. We've had some great highs and lows during the last 2 years. And we're talking about all of 2018, all of 2019, because, we're coming to the end of 2019. And so we can call this over a 2-year period. 64% of Bitcoin has not moved at all. BTC investors shun risk and short-term gains. Of the roughly 18.08 million Bitcoins which have been mined, 11.58 million, or 64% of all of the Bitcoin, has stayed in the same wallet since 2018. In other words, people are buying Bitcoin and they're just holding it long term. Do they know something that we should know? Is there a really good reason why all of these people with 11.5 million Bitcoins have kept them in the same wallet for the last 2 years? One of the things that I talk about regularly, if you go back and watch any of my Crypto Investing for Beginners series, you'll find that I regularly like to bring up a little chart, and in that chart, we talk about how much money you would make if you held Bitcoin for 3 years or longer. And we show, hey, if you bought it on January 1, bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin on January 1st, and sold it 3 years later, how much money would you have made? And every single year since Bitcoin has existed, if you held on to your Bitcoin for 3 years or longer, you would have turned a profit. And so I believe that the reason why 64%, that's a huge number. 64% of all Bitcoin was saved into a single wallet and has not moved out of that wallet since. Because the people that have the deep pockets with Bitcoin realize that the longer they hold on to it, the more it becomes worth. Just look, in the short 10 years that it's been around, it's gone from 5 cents to as high as $20,000 for one Bitcoin. Currently, it's trading at about 7,200, somewhere in that ballpark. Today is December 4th, 2019. And so who knows where it's going to go over the next few years. I'm one of those that tend to agrees with the same philosophy that these guys apparently have, because I think, and this is my personal opinion, this is not financial advice, I'm sharing with you the very same things that I tell my mom. And that is, I think long-term, Bitcoin's price is going to go up, and it'll go up more dramatically than other investments that I could get involved with. I'm not some guy, I'm just a regular guy. I have a regular job, and I'm not wealthy by any stretch of the imagination. And so I need to figure out something in order to cover retirement costs. And that's one of the things that attracted me to Bitcoin, is I'm hoping that I can make up some of the problems I have with my retirement financially and take care of that with Bitcoin. And I know that a lot of the people that are out there listening to me are in the same boat. They need to do something about their retirement situation. And if you're in that boat, my recommendation is do your own research into Bitcoin. You may find that this is a great vehicle for you to improve your retirement situation. So according to the data, the amount of dormant BTC as a percentage of the total supply has sharply increased in recent years. The trend has remained intact during both bull markets and bear markets, signaling a desire among investors to save rather than spend, regardless of profitability. In fact, when you talk about profitability, the Bitcoin did recently get as high as $14,000, but that was not high enough to get these guys to sell off. And with it dropping as low as $3,100 last December, that was not enough to get them to dump their Bitcoin either. And so the $13,800 high and the $3,100 low hasn't shaken up the people who have the vast majority of the Bitcoin that exists today. So I think that's a great lesson for us to learn from. I think there's a reason that the whales, the Bitcoin whales, are holding on to their money, and that it has sharply increased in recent years. Part of that sharply increasing is also institutional investors. For a little over the last year or so, institutions have been getting involved in Bitcoin. Now, I'm not some kind of institutional investor expert. I'm not somebody from Wall Street who knows all of that intimately. But my impression of, different kinds of retirement funds, different pension funds, different types of large institutional investors, is I don't see them doing the day trading thing. My impression of most of them is they prefer to buy things and hold on to them for a longer period of time. Warren Buffett, his favorite time period for any asset he purchases, this is a quote of his, and basically he said he holds on to it forever. He never sells. And so I think those are all bits and pieces, little tidbits of wisdom that we can learn from and should be able to help us improve our own investing positions and investing futures. So, how can I be of service to you? Do you have any questions? Do you have any comments? Do you have any thoughts on what I've said? I would love to hear from you, even if you have. I'd love to hear your polite disagreements. Because when you and I disagree, that's because you know something I don't know. I know something you don't know. And when we get together and share what we both know, we both grow and we both become smarter because of it. So put your comments down below. If you want to keep your comments private, you can use the Google form that I set up. Just click the link down below and you can respond privately. Or if you want to do it in the public, on the public comments right on the YouTube page, I'd be happy to interact with you right on the comment section down below. In the meantime, like, subscribe, and hodl. I hope you have a fantastic day.